Well, hours before Mexico City was rocked by an earthquake this past week, a smaller quake jolted the Los Angeles area. It was a reminder that the so-called big one will eventually hit Southern California. Scientists say that many Californians have a false sense of security regarding earthquakes. Here's Carter Evans.
As engineers survey the destruction in Mexico City, a lot can be learned from the buildings that survived the 7.1 magnitude earthquake and the ones that did not. This concrete apartment building didn't have enough steel rebar embedded in the support columns, according to California Seismic Safety Commissioner Kit Miyamoto.
That is actually really classic failure.
And it's common construction, especially here in Los Angeles. Engineers call them soft-story buildings, where the ground floor is often used for parking.
The interesting thing about that video is you could actually see the moment and the location of failure of the building.
Exactly. So if you see that carefully, the first, the quarter column start essentially buckling. The vertical rebar is buckling outward, and it explodes, and that caused the collapse of the essentially ground floor.
Miyamoto is traveling to Mexico City next week to assess the damage.
Exactly, just the understanding what happened there and what would be lessons we can learn in California.
We caught up with him last year in downtown Los Angeles.
If that building isn't reinforced, what happens to it in a large earthquake?
Well, unreinforced mainstream buildings like that without any seismic strengthening is essentially what I call death box.
The city is now targeting more than 13,000 small residential apartment buildings and nearly 1,500 concrete buildings that could need reinforcement.
LA is essentially now leading in a nation, leading the whole world for this type of the seismic strengthening. But are we prepared completely? No, we're not. I think we can do so much more.
Once all the vulnerable concrete buildings here in Los Angeles are inspected, owners will be given 25 years to reinforce the structures. Rena?
Carter Evans. Thank you, Carter.